Dave Vaughn faces someone just as unpredictable as Vaughn is today on SICW Wrestling Explosion. Hello, I'm Larry Matisick. The self-styled Mr. Unpredictable Vaughn tangles with none other than anything goes Jake Dirden. It's a big match since Vaughn seems to be the policeman for classic champion Iron Man Ken Casa and manager Travis Cook. And of course, Dirden has a title shot against Casa next Saturday, December 14th in East Carondelet. So this duel matters a lot. Plus, we'll talk with Casa and Cook, so stick around. Once more, the exciting 2013 season proved that the Gateway Grizzlies are an important part of the St. Louis and Metro East sports scene. Every game is fun for fans of all ages, hustling and hard-hitting. The Grizzlies always provide plenty of bang for the buck. In addition, the GCS ballpark is the perfect place to enjoy baseball. The organization, the facility, part of our community. Baseball is America's game, and the Gateway Grizzlies do it right. Keep in touch with new developments. Go to gatewaygrizzlies.com.
Unique and affordable gifts and collectibles on the internet are available at the Black Bear Haversack Trading Post. Go to blackbearhaversack.com. Semi-precious stones, bone horn and soapstone items, abalone shells, genuine coyote and water buffalo teeth pendants, products for Civil War, medieval, and Renaissance reenactments, and so much more. For a 10% discount, mention SICW number 7 when you place your order. It's blackbearhaversack.com for top quality at reduced prices.
Jake Dirden squares off with Mr. Unpredictable Dave Vaughn. Mr. Unpredictable backs into their corner, listens to Dirden go barking and barking, and Dave Vaughn says, "What's that?" The manager, Travis Cook, walks around ringside and says, "Not much I can do about all that barking, Dave Vaughn." They hook up. Side headlock by Vaughn on Jake Dirden. Dirden puts a little pressure against the jaw, and then, whoa, he lifts Dave Vaughn and carries him right to the corner. Big Jake Dirden, who might become the classic wrestling champion next Saturday in East Carondelet. And what will happen when Ron Powers squares off with Flash Flanagan? You saw the bloody Ron Powers. You're going to get a chance to see that again in a little bit here on Wrestling Explosion today. As Dave Vaughn says, "Here, I'm going to try that again. Flying tackle. No, Dave, that's not working." And Vaughn rolls outside the ring and says, "Let's talk to Travis Cook, the master of what? The master of mayhem, the master of trouble, the master of getting away from Jake Dirden." Dirden doesn't believe in waiting. He's outside the ring and moving around and making Cook and Vaughn stay out of harm's way. Referee Jay King is trying to keep up with them. Where are they at? Where are they at? Vaughn slides into the ring, and Jake Dirden, a little slow getting in there, and he catches a boot to the belly and then right on the throat. Dave Vaughn puts pressure on Jake Dirden. Yeah, what will Ron Powers think if he gets in that ring with Flash Flanagan? You think that chair swinging duel was something between those two about a month or two ago? This could really be nasty next Saturday in East Carondelet. Jake Dirden missed one punch. He didn't miss the second one. And down goes Dave Vaughn. Vaughn into the corner. Dirden grabs Vaughn. He says, "What? Pitch him up." Oh, flying Beal. Into the air goes Dave Vaughn. Compliments of Jake Dirden. Yep, Dave Vaughn doesn't look too happy there, does he? He hadn't predicted this. He hadn't predicted this much trouble with Jake Dirden. What? Travis Cook was yelling at Vaughn, "Move, get off the apron." And that's why he was telling him to get off the apron, but that big beard was a nice target for Dave Vaughn, and he used it to jerk the throat of Dirden down on the top rope, and then a drop kick to the knee. Smart move by Vaughn. That took the big man down, and now Vaughn pounds on him. He took Jake Dirden down from 6'7" or whatever he is, and now ties up the neck and chin. It's not a strangle. Referee Jay King's checking it. Dirden reaches across and just breaks, and then takes another kick right into the hamstring. Dave Vaughn. Maybe he's smarter than we think. We say that a lot about Dave Vaughn, but he picked a place to attack on Jake Dirden. Whether or not Travis Cook told him to attack there or Vaughn figured it out himself, it's working. And say, we should mention something else. The unmasked Big Texan will be at East Carondelet next Saturday. Of course, Gary Jackson came up with a victory when it was career versus mask, and the Big Texan lived up to his word. It was really pretty impressive. and surprised a lot of the people. He's always had his fans, and I think a lot of the fans and a lot of the wrestlers earned a lot of respect for the Big Texan, who of course was revealed as Big Jim Hofarth. He's been in this business a while. He's paid his dues. Well, let's see how it goes when he's in there in the ring without the mask. I think we'll still call him the Big Texan out of respect for what he did over all that time. And Gary Jackson said afterwards too, he says, man, I respect him. We had a heck of a match. It was tough. I managed to squeak away with it. I didn't want to retire, but I gave my word, he gave his word, and we both lived up to it. It's Dave Vaughn twisting the head of Jake Dirden. Gary Jackson, by the way, will be tangling with Waco. Waco wasn't too happy with everything that happened with the Big Texan in that match. He felt the Big Texan kind of didn't pay attention to what Waco wanted to have happen. Well, we'll see what happens when Waco squares off with Gary Jackson. Will he get some revenge for the Big Texan against Gary Jackson? Once again, Vaughn attacking the leg of Jake Dirden and drops him down, and then a nice leg snap into the knee. And I'll tell you, Dave Vaughn is getting somewhere against Jake Dirden. Dirden managed to kick Vaughn off. Dirden heads for the ropes to pull himself up, but Dave Vaughn has found a vulnerable point on the big man, going for the leg, and I'll bet you he's going to go right back to the Iron Man, Ken Casa, the champion, and say, hey, when you're in that ring with him next Saturday at East Carondelet, think about the leg. Think about the leg. You can hurt him there. You can hurt him there. You can slow him down. Jake Dirden, hang him high. Shades of Big Bill Miller, lifting Dave Vaughn by the throat, and then the leg kind of gave out, and it opened up his leg to another attack from Vaughn as a chop block by Dave Vaughn on Jake Dirden. Dirden, oh, that one hurt. Look at him. He's hurting. Look at the fist clench. He's angry. Jake Durden's not used to being hurt, but sometimes the biggest and the toughest do get hurt, and it's how they fight back when they are hurt. Ask Ron Powers. Remember the blood all over his face? Ooh, that was ugly. Jake Dirden pulled down, and then a figure four head scissors by Vaughn on Jake Dirden. The figure four head scissors right across the chin. Jay King right there to check that it's not a stranglehold. Dirden trying to get rolled around, trying to move a little bit. Doesn't want to keep that shoulder down. Look at where that left shoulder is. It's up. That sometimes can be a pinning maneuver. But right now, Vaughn's not quite with the balance that he needs to roll Dirden back on his shoulders. I think he gouged the eyes there as the crowd starts chanting dirty, dirty, dirty for Jake Dirden. Dirden pushed into the corner. Can you imagine how the crowd's going to react if he wins the classic wrestling title from Iron Man Ken Casa? Can you imagine what Flanagan and Powers and Bull Bronson and Ricky Cruz and all the people who won a title match are going to think? Oh, big boot nearly takes off the head of Dave Vaughn. Look at Vaughn's eyes. They're glassy, but not glassy enough that he stays down for a count of 3, and Travis Vaughn appears to have a headache. Oh my goodness, that hurt Travis as much as it hurt Dave Vaughn. That big boot to the face by Jake Dirden. Dirden charges into the corner, but Vaughn's waiting for him with an elbow smash. And once more, Vaughn tries to get into Dirden, and Dirden gets him with a boot to the face. Jake Dirden, a strong man, and that's for all that conditioning and all that hard work he had at the Japanese dojos that he talked about last week during our interview. He can go and go and go, and he can take punishment. He went for a choke slam. It didn't work. The spear. The spear by Dave Vaughn on Jake Dirden. Kind of 1-2 and. Oh, how many victories has that spear brought Mr. Unpredictable Dave Vaughn? But it didn't bring him one there. It came close, but not enough to hold down Jake Dirden. Jake Dirden battling back, and now all that training, all those hard matches in Japan, everything's starting to pay off for Jake Dirden, and it better. Oh, Dirden says no. He blocks it. Headbutt by Dirden on Vaughn. Another headbutt by Dirden on Vaughn. He goes into the corner, grabs Vaughn, arm whip. Oh, it's almost reversed, and then Dirden reversed it again and put Vaughn in the corner. Charges in with that big boot right underneath the chin, and Dave Vaughn is in rough shape. Dirden going for the pin count of 2, and Vaughn gets freed. Travis Cook tried to reach in there, but he didn't get there. It was Vaughn who got away. Jake Durden frustrated because right now Dave Vaughn's showing us something. Pretty tough kid, isn't he? Pretty tough guy because he took a few real jolts to the face, but he's still in the game. He's still in the fight, and anything can happen. You're alive. It only takes 3 seconds to get a pin. Jake Durden. Uh-oh, look out. There it is, the Asiatic spike. The spike to the throat by Jake Durden, and Durden drops it because Travis Cook's on the apron. Look out. Jake Durden angry, doesn't know what to do with Cook. Vaughn tries another spear and misses, hits the turnbuckle, and walks right into the choke slam by Jake Durden. Jake Durden with a choke slam on Dave Vaughn, and Jake Durden polishes off Mr. Unpredictable Dave Vaughn, frustrating manager Travis Cook, who almost set up an opportunity for Vaughn to put Durden away. But let me tell you, Durden showed us something. He can take punishment. He took some punishment there. It didn't matter. He came back and he showed us that choke slam can get a pin. It got a pin today on Dave Vaughn. A triple feature tops SICW action Saturday, December 14th at the East Carondelet Community Center. Flash Flanagan clashes with Ron Powers. Ironman Ken Casa defends the classic title against Jake Durden. And Ricky Cruz takes on 410-pound Bull Bronson. Plus Waco faces Gary Jackson and a 6-man tag team match. All Saturday, December 14th in East Carondelet. For tickets, call 286-4848. Flash versus Powers. Casa versus Durden. Cruz versus Bull. Saturday, December 14th.
For the best deal on pre-owned cars and trucks, check out King Auto Sales in Cahokia, Illinois. Buy here, pay here. It doesn't get easier than that. Easy terms and financing on the spot for the best deals on all makes and models of pre-owned cars and trucks. You can't beat King Auto Sales, 2915 Camp Jackson Road, Cahokia, Illinois. That's King Auto Sales in Cahokia, where the customer comes first. Phone 337-7050.
As usual, Travis Cook has been in the middle of controversy, and that means his client, the classic wrestling champion Ironman Ken Casa, is in the middle of controversy too. Travis, what happened a couple weeks ago when Flash Flanagan got into the ring during that match that Ron Powers had with Ken Casa? What's going on behind the scenes?
What do you mean what's going on behind the scenes? Now, let me assure all the rednecks out there, I did not have anything to do with Flash Flanagan coming down and interjecting himself in that match. He did everything on his own. But I also understand that there's a lot of people out there, there's a group of people out there, maybe even you, Larry Matizik, that isn't going to believe anything I say. Even if I tell you the truth, you're not going to believe it. So to you people, I would say this, because it doesn't matter if I say I didn't have anything to do with it. They're going to think I did. I'll answer you people this way. If I did have anything to do with Flash Flanagan coming down, you people would never see the evidence to pin it on me.
Well, next Saturday, December 14th in East Carondelet, of course, Ron Powers and Flash Flanagan will square off. And Travis Cook's client, the champion, Ken Casa, will be defending the crown against Jake Durden. And that's going to be a handful, I think, won't it, Mr. Casa?
Larry, let me tell you something. Because people like Jake Durden piss me off. When guys like me and Vaughn and even Ricky Cruz, we go out and we've tried to make a name for ourselves standing on our own two legs. But Dirden is a guy who decided, hey, I'll grow my hair out, grow my beard out. Wow, I look like Bruiser Brody. Maybe I can step on his legacy and make a name for myself. What I do is honorable. You don't gotta like me, you can hate me, but at least it's honorable. Dirden, you're no Bruiser Brody. He was the intelligent monster. And yeah, you're a tough man. You're big, you're strong, but you're not intelligent. You're more like Winnie the Pooh. And you know how you're like Winnie the Pooh? Because to get one good thought in your head, you had to think all the thoughtfulness you can. But think about this. You're gonna make a mistake, and I'm gonna capitalize. Count on it.
I'll see you in the limo, man.
Okay, is he going to counter? Can he outsmart Jake Durden? What's going to happen next Saturday in East Carondelet when the title's on the line? You know, really, Casa's had some hard matches lately.
Sure.
He somehow slid around the corners. Can he slide around this corner?
let me tell you something. Just like the champion said, Jake Dirden looks real good when he's throwing a bunch of punches and he's throwing a bunch of kicks, and he's a big, scraggly-haired looking country boy that all these people around here like. And yeah, he went to Japan and did some things over there. And he told you, oh, I beat on the Japanese champion. But you didn't pin the Japanese champion, and you're not going to pin Ken Casa. Now, I know Jake Dirden would like nothing more than to go back to that little shack that he lives in the Ozarks or wherever it is and take that shiny belt with him and lay it under a decrepit Christmas tree on Christmas morning so Ma and Pa can come down on Christmas morning, see that belt under the tree and say, our little boy made good. Well, you're not going to get that chance because we're going to have that belt with us on Christmas morning down at the yacht club, and we're going to be laughing at people like you.
Well, the pressure's on. Next Saturday night, December 14th, the final card of the year in East Carondelet, Dirden against Casa, Flanagan against Powers, and also Ricky Cruz against Bull Bronson. What a night it will be in East Carondelet next Saturday. A triple feature tops SICW action Saturday, December 14th at the East Carondelet Community Center. Flash Flanagan clashes with Ron Powers. Ironman Ken Casa defends the classic title against Jake Dirden. And Ricky Cruz takes on 410-pound Bull Bronson. Plus Waco faces Gary Jackson and a six-man tag team match. All Saturday, December 14th in East Carondelet. For tickets, call 286-4848. Flash versus Powers. Casa versus Dirden. Cruz versus Bull. Saturday, December 14th. For music and fun, the place to party is Pop's nightclub and concert venue in Sojay. From Bruno Mars of the first U.S. tour of Nickelback to Flogging Molly or the Insane Clown Posse, 30 years of memories pack Pop's concert venue with more made at every new show. And there's a party at Pop's nightclub every night, a melting pot of friends enjoy the best in dance, rock, pop, and top 40 music until 5:30 a.m. Plus add a full game room. Check out all the action at popsrocks.com. Then and now, the place to party is Pop's in Sojay.
Let Custom Truck Upholstery give your vehicle a facelift. Visit us on 707 North 20th Street in East St. Louis, Illinois. Custom Truck Upholstery merges old world craftsmanship and attention to detail with the latest in modern technology to make your car, truck, boat, or motorcycle look like new. Call Custom Truck Upholstery at 618-875-9850.